G'day guys. I've been wanting to do this video on the distance to Polaris to actually figure out what it looks like to scale for quite a while now, and I was going to get around to it, but I think I might finally do it now. I came across this channel by PD194, and he's highlighted some sort of Gary Wybenga or something like that. And this guy doesn't seem to believe that that all these particular angles would work on, for Polaris and all that sort of stuff because of the fact that we orbit around the sun. You got to admit that while his sketch is nice and clean and it's very interesting looking, looking at the scale, you can definitely think, well, that doesn't make much sense. I mean, obviously Polaris looks like about the same sort of distance to the sun. Obviously not clearly the case, but I mean, you can kind of see there's a pin post down here saying the small move north to south changes the elevation angle to Polaris, but 186 million miles to the other side of the sun doesn't. Good grief. So I don't know why he wrote this. It is completely confusing. He's completely confused. The planet going from this side to that side, and its axis is still pointing the exact same direction, and it's pointing toward the Polaris, should be fine. But if you're at the North Pole and you walk down, so the 45-degree line, of course the angle is going to be wrong. Of course, you come down to the 45-degree point, your angle is going to be 45 degrees out of whack. But I mean, the planet going from one side of the sun to the other and staying on the same axis, the angle should be exactly the same, near enough, like within like a fraction of a degree, like a real fraction of a degree. So this comment just completely stupid. So at first I thought, well, I got to figure out how far a true light year is supposed to be represented, and so I've come to here, and it's saying that it is 9.46, I think, trillion, but I will double check my Excel document. And Polaris, well, I think there's a few ranges on what the actual distance of Polaris is, because it's obviously pretty hard to identify exactly the distance of these stars because they're so damn far away. So like it says they vary between like 433 light years, or 448 light years, 133 parsecs to 137 parsecs. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be damn hard. There was something down below here. Yeah, here it is. So back in 2006, someone made a prediction of 330 light years, and then someone else made 433, and then the last one is 447 light years. I completely understand that they might have this sort of difficulty because this is truly mind-blowing numbers. So, it's going to be pretty hit and miss sometimes, depending on how you do it. But I mean, I'm going to take their answers and I'm going to see what it looks like. So I punch it into Excel so that I could visibly see it, and so I got the light year here. I've got the amount of light years to Polaris, and I've broken them down to kilometers. I don't know about you, but I mean, I can't go blind looking at numbers like that, so I've sort of broke it down over here. So I've got 9,460 billion for 1 light year, and for Polaris we got 4,234,622 billion kilometers away. And of course, I figured that I would use a few notable entries just to make it a little bit easier for myself. So its orbit radius is 149 million, and the diameter of its orbit, which I think it might be a little bit more than 299. I think it might be like 305 or something like that, because of the the inner and outer sort of aphelions and perihelions, or whatever the hell bloody is. I don't know those words off by memory. But yeah, 299 million, and I throw Neptune in there because that's our widest current planet, and so that's the current diameter of Neptune's orbit is 8.9 billion kilometers. Now, I just got the numbers from just above, just rounded it down, and then downscaled it so that I could draw it effectively. And this is what it looks like. So I put a flat mat down here because if I don't put a flat mat down here, the zooming function goes into insane mode and then loses all track of where everything is, and I will be end up lost in the middle of space. So as you can see that it's actually, I couldn't even zoom in. That's not fair. Oh, that's, now you see what I mean. Alright, so I cut that section out because I got myself lost, as I just said. That's why I put this mat down, because you get yourself lost if you zoom in on the wrong thing. It just takes you off into fucking Wonderland. Now, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard to see. I might have to, if I can zoom in a little bit more. Okay, it's a bit tricky. I might see if I can digitally zoom it right here. But anyway, this purple ring, that's Neptune's diameter. That orange ring inside there is Jupiter's diameter. So that's not even Earth's orbiting radius. Let me see if I can actually zoom it without breaking it. No, I broke it. So yeah, so that outer purple one, that's Neptune's radius. So that's basically all of our solar system right there. Now, if I pan out with this mat, okay, where is it? You see our solar system is way down there. Okay, so the first target right here. If I can zoom in over here. So this marking right here, right where this pointed here, is 1 light year. As you can see, scale is very, very, very tricky at this particular size. Can't even get the text on nicely. But as you can see, that there, with the tiniest little circle right down here, being our solar system, and that's 1 light year. So you can already see that aligning to this would be, moving the tiniest little radius of orbit around the sun down here would be a fragment of the actual distance to 1 light year. And to zoom out to where Polaris is supposed to be, and I mean, looking at this scale, it really makes me think, wow, these guys must have some serious accuracy with their telescopes to be able to get these sorts of results. That's just incredible accuracy. So I don't even know how they do that personally. I mean, back when we were looking at this, having a variation of 330 up to 447, you can understand from this scale how hard that must be. That must be damn right hard to be able to estimate things like that. So this here, I'm not even going to zoom in there because I know it's going to break. So this is Polaris right up here, and that down there was the light year was all the way down here. It was like only about like 1 inch above the solar system. So if you can imagine that's being Polaris right there. There's the light year. And there's the solar system right down there. So at that range, I mean, I'm not even going to bother drawing 2 arc angles to be able to figure out what sort of diameter that is, even from Neptune, because I think it'll literally break the computer. So I'm just not going to bother. So that's what you get from this. I'm going to leave it there because every single time I touch this thing, something breaks. So it's just too damn hard. But that is Polaris right there. And the little notch down there was 1 light year, and the solar system is buried down there. So anyone who thinks that that going around the sun, from like the spring side over to the autumn side, that Polaris is going to somehow wiggle completely out of out of angle. No, not at all. Not at this range. At this range, it's going to be as straight as a die. I didn't even know what decimal this angle would be at. It might be like 0.000000001 degree in angle. So there you go. That's Polaris. I do have another Polaris video coming up soon, and I do also want to go and show my my parallax quiz that I did just the other night. I didn't want to do it straight away, just in case someone actually wanted to comment. All right, thanks for listening.